Easy French buttercream. This simple French buttercream is very creamy, light, and not excessively sweet. It really is a dream. I'm providing my tried and true technique without the use of a double boiler or a sophisticated sugar syrup. If you know anything about me, you are aware that I have a slight macaron fixation. I naturally have a thing for fillings because of this. Additionally, this French buttercream makes the ideal macaron filling. I'm going to demonstrate a really easy way to create French buttercream for you today. No candy thermometer is necessary. What is buttercream in French? A light and creamy buttercream containing cooked egg yolks are known as French buttercream. French buttercream is often created by heating sugar syrup to the softball stage and then combining it with egg yolks. Then add butter and continue whipping until the buttercream is incredibly light and creamy. But today, we're not tinkering with heated sugar syrup. I'll demonstrate my streamlined French buttercream technique, which nevertheless produces stunning results. What distinguishes French, Swiss, and Italian buttercream? Italian buttercream is a meringue-based buttercream in which whipped egg whites are combined with boiling sugar syrup. A meringue-based buttercream, Swiss buttercream is similar to Italian buttercream in that egg whites and sugar are boiled over a double boiler before being beaten into a meringue. French buttercream, on the other hand, is made from egg yolks. Tastes richer and more custard-like. And because it contains yolks, its color tends to be light yellow. However, because I utilize farm eggs from my mother-in-law, it is a brilliant golden hue in my situation. How to prepare this dish? One batch of macarons can be filled with the extremely tiny amount of buttercream that is produced by this recipe. You may easily double, treble, or even quadruple this recipe if you want to stuff cakes or cupcakes. I also use my immersion blender with a whisk attachment because it's a tiny batch. 1. Make a combination of egg yolks. Add sugar to the egg yolks after giving them a quick stir with an electric hand mixer. The mixture should be whisked until it is thick and pale, and the sugar is mostly dissolved. Add the milk and stir. 2. Prepare the egg yolk mixture. The egg yolk mixture should be put into a small saucepan and heated over low heat while being constantly stirred. Cook it for a further 5 minutes, or until it reaches pudding-like thickness. In a clean basin, pour the mixture when it is cooled to room temperature. 3. Include butter. After each addition, thoroughly mix in the butter in 3 batches. I carry out this action with a silicone spatula. The vanilla extract should be added and mixed together until smooth. 4th, whip or not whip. Whether you whisk French buttercream or not is totally up to you. Additionally, it depends on how you want to utilize it. I like the buttercream's pre-whipping consistency best for macaron filling. Whipping the buttercream will give cakes and cupcakes a lighter, airier texture that you may like. Troubleshooting for French buttercream. Warm is my buttercream soupy? Your buttercream is probably too heated. Either you neglected to thoroughly chill the egg yolk mixture before including butter. The butter may have been too soft. Simply chill the buttercream for 15 to 30 minutes and whisk it again to solve the problem. As butter cools and begins to solidify, it should get thicker. Why is my buttercream lumpy and difficult to mix? The butter is not sufficiently soft. Let the mixture soften at room temperature to solve this problem. Then give it another stir. You may gently reheat it over a double boiler if you're in a rush. However, take great care to avoid melting the butter too much. If so, have a look at the problem above. Variations in French buttercream recipes. This basic recipe may be altered by adding whatever taste or colors you choose. You may include melted chocolate, caramel sauce, and peanut butter just as typical American buttercream. Alternatively, you can include various extracts, liqueurs, and emulsions. Use food coloring to create buttercream in various colors if you'd like. Storage instructions. For up to 3 days, store French buttercream in the fridge in an airtight container. Additionally, French buttercream freezes wonderfully. Freeze it for up to 3 months in an airtight container. Bring it to room temperature after defrosting it in the refrigerator overnight. If necessary, whip it. Ingredients: 2 sizable egg yolks, 50 g of granulated sugar, or 1/4 cup. Milk, 3½ teaspoons. Half a cup, 115 g, softened unsalted butter. Pure vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon. Instructions: whisk yolks and sugar together with an electric hand mixer or an immersion blender until the mixture is pale and the sugar has mostly dissolved. Add the milk and stir. Tip: to prevent it from spraying everywhere, it is better to use a dish with high sides. The egg yolk mixture should be put into a small saucepan and heated over low heat while being constantly stirred. Cook it for a further 5 minutes, or until it reaches pudding-like thickness. The mixture should now be at room temperature after being poured into a clean basin. Add the butter in 3 batches, thoroughly combining with each addition. I carry out this action with a silicone spatula. The vanilla extract should be added and mixed together until smooth. I like the buttercream's current consistency better for macaron filling. If you prefer, you can also use an electric mixer to whisk it until it's frothy. The best frosting to use on cakes and cupcakes is whipped buttercream.